And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show again. Oh, they're out there. They're out there deleting websites. They're scared to death. Crypto Hulk's gonna pull it up and show everybody. Huh? Yep, it's getting tough for everybody to make the program. I now have R3, Deutsche Börse, Ripple, Standard Chart, and all the top companies deleting web pages because they know the integration is happening. All this crypto technology, it's all coming together right now. It's starting to all come together. And they're deleting web pages, so I can't show the pages that I used to anymore. But that's just how it goes. They're trying to hide. Like I told you, but I most of my career I worked with criminals. That's why it's a great fit making crypto programs, because these people that run this shit are criminals. They're not smart, they cheat. Okay. I've been saying that for years. These people aren't smart, they just cheat a lot. And today we're going to go over all of the tokenization. It just nonstop now. I used to sit here and be like, there's two things we need to be rich: global crypto regulation and global tokenization. Guess what? I'm starting to believe now that this global tokenization thing is taking off. The past 2 weeks, I have never seen more tokenization articles every fucking day. 2 articles a show. Before, one article about tokenization every 2 weeks. And that's in the past year. Before that, like none, zero. Now, at least 2 articles every show. It's like, yeah, every show. And sometimes I could have 3, 4 articles about tokenization. Tokenization is where you get real world assets and make them into crypto. Ripple, I just showed you yesterday. Ripple puts out like a child's type web page to explain all this, where like a child, you can literally explain this to a 7th grader. And it's like, why is Ripple doing this right now? Because it's time. The green light has been turned on, everybody. You're at the tail end of waiting. You're at the tail end of waiting. All this tokenization, real world assets is happening right in front of us. They're deleting websites. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're deleting the websites. And I don't know how much longer you're going to have cheap crypto to buy. And then they're going to outlaw it. And then what are they doing in India? Like all the facial ID stuff. This is happening all around. With pretty soon, you'll just walk into a place and they'll scan your picture. Artificial intelligence will do a whole lot of things to allow you to buy things. Artificial intelligence might say, you can't buy gasoline. You're outside of your 5-mile square. Just letting you know. There's going to be good and there's going to be bad. Us, we're early. We're early than everybody else. There's other people that they have no idea what's going on. By now, other people have heard of crypto. They don't know anything about it. All they know is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's. I show you each day fundamentals. I show you each day what are the world governments in the airports doing with crypto, and that's getting all this set up with the artificial intelligence wallets. Hey, one day, I always show this thing. One day, the Ledger Nano X probably won't even be allowed to be used. I don't have all the answers for things. Don't bother asking the questions. Crypto Hulk, what are we going to do if the ledger doesn't work? I don't fucking know. That's why I'm getting gold. I'll talk about gold later in my show, about how you need to buy a lot of silver More silver than anything, and then get gold as well. At least you can hold it in your hand. Don't get the gold cards that the digital deals will come on in. He's telling you to get the glint card and all that shit. Remember? I don't hear him talk about all that shit anymore, do you? I don't remember hearing those two. The guy that's like, well, I'm not a financial advisor. What happened to all the glint gold card stuff, huh? Haven't heard those two yahoos talk about that lately. Okay, somebody's speaking Spanish. Pedro, got to get rid of you there, buddy. Let me find. Let's see here. Maybe that. Hide user. Pedro, you are now hidden. Can't speak Spanish on the channel there, buddy. See, everybody else is speaking English, and you're speaking Spanish. So be like everybody else, okay? First 5 people on the Crypto Hulk show: Doss Man, Mr. OG, Michelle, Jersey Kathy, number 4, Crypto Greek. That's number 5. Henry Brown says, I will catch the replay, but I wanted to send my support. I believe we're very close, especially if President Trump gets in office, life will improve. Yes, I hear that. I'm just looking through the comments here real quick. Bert68 Stang. Remember for 2 years? Ooh, wow. 2024 crypto explosion level. Whoa. Yo Yo Hulk, have an awesome day. It's Friday. So today, why is this there again? Okay, let me get rid of the. No, that's very strange. Hold on a minute. I have to report something. Rich slaves reset your chat to translation English. Today I'll be after the show doing about 2/3 of a leg workout, then driving about an hour away to a cold plunge. I will be going in this tub. It's like a big old bathtub type thing that's 48 degrees, and I'm going to attempt to sit in there again from 15 to 20 minutes, and I might either go live while I'm in there, or I think I might just to answer questions. It's not a big deal that I'm going in, but it's kind of like I'm noticing my body. When I go in that cold plunge, when I first went in, I could only go in 30 seconds. And at that, only up to my knees. Think about I want you to see the progress here. When I first started doing the cold plunge, I could only go 30 seconds and only right up to my knees. That was it. Then I'd get out, rest, go back in. Then I could get up to almost my waist, get out for a minute and a half or so, get back in. Then I could go up to mid chest, get out, come back in, then up to my neck for 30 seconds, then get out, wait a minute and a half, get back in up to my neck. I mean, that was kind of like day 1. And on day 5, I went in for 15 minutes straight. I was like, now today, I don't know how long I can go in there. I'm going to go 15, 20 minutes if I can. And I'm probably going to go live just because I want some of you. That might be the thing. What have I noticed so far? I noticed that my weight training workouts, I normally would have to go to the workout about 2.5 hours because I needed rest time, right? In that 2.5 hours, I have to sometimes take 10 to 15-minute rest breaks. Now I've noticed my 2.5 hour workouts are now sometimes an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. So what I've noticed, and I'm going to say it's cold plunging, what I've noticed, it's helped my ability to recuperate. I can get more done faster. My workouts now, um, I'm never in there more than 2 hours anymore. And a lot of times, one time I scooted out in an hour and 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, that's 45 minutes quicker than normal. So that's what I've noticed. I've noticed since I've cold plunged. Now the other day, I gave red blood cells. I do that once every 4 months. They do a double portion, all right? I do a double portion, so they take out enough to where I can only come back 4 months later. Normally, I'm like wiped out. Okay. The next morning, I did a full workout, and then that PM yesterday, or the PM the next day, I got dry sauna in. I think it went 12 minutes, and then got out, and then went back in it for 8 minutes. I'm like, whoa. So something about this cold plunge thing is allowing my body to recuperate fast. All right. So like I said, I've only gone in there 5 days so far. 1 day a week for 5 days. So I was at the 5 week mark. Now today will be day 6 or the 6 week mark. I'm gonna go in and just beast it out for 15 to 20 minutes. That's crazy. So I'm just reporting some of you may want to try this, get a membership, see if you can get a month-to-month membership at a cold plunge place. I'm noticing circulation. I have less swelling in my lower legs. So like edema, they call it, or edema. So these are things that I've noticed with this cold plunge. I'm like, whoa. So for me, it's working great. I'm going to keep using it. So there you go. Kyborg G says, reduces inflammation, increasing cell regeneration, and constricts blood cells. So it's good. Oh, I'm noticing major stuff. Just looking here at the comments. Iceman. Yeah. Like when I first started, I couldn't even go up to my knees more than 30 seconds. And then this last week, 15 minutes up to my neck. I'm like, whoa, that's progress. I was like shocked. And I'm sure the longer I do this, I'll keep getting better and better results. Okay. So I might be doing a live stream today in 48-degree water. Not a big deal, but if you're interested, you can hop on. Maybe in about 3 hours from now, I'll be in there. Maybe 4, something like that. So Stuart Lavelle is going to hop in too. I'm going to get the king size plunge, and I'll have Stuart Lavelle in there. He's used to all that hot air in Australia, so we're going to freeze his ass out. All righty then. Let's go over this. We have a tokenized asset coalition. Let me do a copy paste here real quick and show you. Wait a second. XRP Shaman has something to say. We would put my athletes in ice bath for recovery for games in high school and college. Oh, interesting. Stu Lavelle says fruit veggie powder and turmeric, zinc, magnesium. Yep, I take all those things too. Need to get the mag. I feel like all this metal in my body would freeze up. Terrence McNamara says that powder Hulk recommended is awesome. So I told you guys there's a couple supplements that I take that are absolutely, if I could just have those, it's the fruit veggie powder is what I take. That would be the absolute most important. It's called Juice, Juce. You can buy it on Amazon. I get mine at Costco. If you go into, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to complicate shit. But yeah, Juce. Powerful. How would you think the ice bath would affect you if you started 20 years ago? XRP Shaman, what is the powder juice? Yeah, Juce. 20 years ago, if I would have done this, damn it. I wish I would have. I didn't know the power of going in very cold water. I probably, it would keep you younger. That's what it does. It increases your circulation and your recuperative ability. So I'm sure it cuts down on antioxidants and all that and free radicals. I'd have better circulation. I mean, I would be in much younger condition physically and probably mentally and stuff. Maybe it slows down aging, these kinds of things. I don't know if it would necessarily have changed anything when I was 35 and I started this at 34. I think what it would have done was keep me younger, more competitive, longer. So that's what I think if I would have started 20 years ago. I don't think it would have changed anything. It would have just, I would have stayed 35 physically for longer. And then, yeah, so just that. All right, here is the article. Costco. Alrighty then. Let's look here at this article. It's out of Business Wire. Very reputable website, businesswire.com. They devoted a whole article on crypto tokenization. I'm telling you, you know what? This tokenization thing is taking off like crazy. I can't look for news every day and not see articles now about tokenization. Here's the title. Tokenized Asset Coalition announces new member cohort and releases 2024 State of Tokenization Report. They've got 21 members now, 21 additional members, including Andreessen Horowitz. It's called A16Z, Andreessen Horowitz. Wisdom Tree Galaxy added to the group. It's added to the group of industry leaders in tokenization. This is out of New York. Today, the Tokenized Asset Coalition released its second State of Tokenization report, a comprehensive look at the industry with data and insights from a variety of TAC members, Tokenization Asset Coalition. The Tokenized Asset Coalition champions the adoption of public blockchains, asset tokenization, and institutional DeFi to dramatically alter the way capital is formed, invested, and managed on chain. The Tokenization Asset Coalition was formed in the fall of 2023 by Aave, Centrifuge, Circle, there you go, that's stellar. Coinbase is involved in this, Base, and then rwa.xyz. And now includes over 40 leaders in tokenization. You've got Citibank involved, Ripple Partner, Standard Chartered involved, massive Ripple Partner, both of those two. A Coinbase survey showed that about 60% of companies are going to tokenize. That's like they're telling Coinbase they're going to tokenize. And that's about 2 years into all this, okay? I'm gonna kind of leave the article for what it is right here. In this article, it has some things that you can click on, like hyperlinks or whatever. You can click on, find out who they are, and you could actually look at the report and download it if you want. I just wanted to show you this right here. You've got Plume involved, Wisdom Tree, Mercado Bitcoin, like Aptos Labs. Axelar is involved, Ripple Partner. Axelar is helping BlackRock tokenize. A full list of members. I'm gonna copy and paste for you so that people looking at this later can. There is the address right there, tokenizedassetcoalition.com. You can get that link, and the reason I'm showing you the tokenized asset is because it just keeps coming up all the time now. It's crazy. Like, I never would see anything tokenized at all. Then all of a sudden, I'm talking about the past 2 weeks has been nutso with tokenizing. All right. Now I see they have a tokenized asset coalition. And probably what I'm looking at here is we got Citibank and Standard Chartered. Like, that makes it legit. When you see a Citibank and Standard Chartered in there, it's legitimate. With Citibank being one of the top 3 banks in the world, right there, green light. Okay. So I thought that was interesting. That's why I had it here. Just as a side note, I have a Capital One. I have about 3 Capital One credit cards. And here's an email. Capital One, introducing Paze, P-A-Z-E, a new online checkout option offered by Capital One. Now, I went over Paze about a month ago. Paze is a new and convenient way to check out online, offered by Capital One and other participating financial institutions. Paze is a free feature of your Capital One account. No new Paze accounts. Usernames, passwords not required. Best of all, when you check out with Paze, your card number is never shared with merchants. So this is what I'm seeing is going to be the future. And that's why you'll have me. I'm reading off artificial intelligence and biometric articles. I'll talk about India, how they're doing the facial recognition in the airports. I'll go over South Korea, AI, and all that, is because that's what crypto is going to become. They're getting everybody on board with this facial recognition, doing it in the airports and stuff. Pretty soon well, they're doing it right now. You're getting your driver's licenses in a digital wallet. All this is coming. That's how crypto is going to be. It's going to be your facial, maybe a microchip implant in your hand. You go into the grocery store like they're already doing. Some grocery stores, you go in there, Amazon, Whole Foods, or whatever. You can put your palm print down and pay for your groceries. Never have to have your credit card with you. That's how this all goes, okay? It's going to get to a point where, and it's bad because it eliminates your privacy. Let's say you want to, let's say you just want to go to the grocery store and pay cash. All that's going to be over. It's going to get to the point where I know I'm on a shit list, and in order for me to get gasoline in my car, I've got to show a picture of my face. What if I don't want people to know what I'm doing? That's all. Those days are very soon coming to an end. I just want to live off the grid, Crypto Hulk. Those days are coming to an end. You won't be able to. It's going to make it very, very difficult. You want to buy food? You got to go to the grocery store. You can't have it mailed in, let's say. So you're going to have to show your face. You want gasoline? That gas pump's going to have a digital reader right there. That's where this all goes back. They're going to find some way. Oh, Crypto Hulk? Yeah, domestic terrorist. Okay. You can't go. Due to safety reasons and executive order number 14, you can't go within 5 miles of your house. They're not going to change the Constitution. They're going to claim that I'm this bad person, and I've got to be watched for the safety of the country. For the safety of the country. That's how this goes. There's not going to be a vote needed in Senate. It's not going to happen. They're not going to change the Constitution. They're just going to say based on national security. That's how they get around it. That's how already right now our free speech is gone. Free speech is gone. This platform, all of them, no free speech, okay? You have to watch what you say or your channel goes bye-bye. There is no more free speech. They didn't have to do anything to the Constitution. So those dumbasses out there that are like, well, they got to change the Constitution first. They need an amendment. No, they don't, dumbass. They're already doing it now. They don't need to do shit to the Constitution. They've already done it now to get rid of free speech. Okay? Wake the fuck up. Next article here, the FBI is coming after a crypto company for giving away secrets to the Chinese. They're giving secrets to the Chinese. Let's look right here. Sandy J, thank you very much for the tax-free donation, says our Hulkster. Matt XRP, member for 19 months at the 2024 crypto explosion level. 19 months. He writes, fuck me, that's flown. Goes by pretty quick, huh? I know. Let me scroll down to the bottom here. To the bottom. Michael Gilbert, my best friend is in Ohio. Don't tell me we're X-Ops. Okay, here's the FBI article. FBI investigating U.S. venture capital fund for giving trade secrets to Beijing. The FBI is investigating whether American venture capital fund passed trade secrets to Beijing after investing $115 million worth of Chinese money to become one of the most prolific early investors in Silicon Valley. Oh, all right. Between 2015 and 2018, California-based Hone Capital, it's called HONE. Hone Capital invested the Chinese funds in 360 American tech startups, including the payment group Stripe, aerospace engineer Boom, and the driverless car manufacturer Cruise. Now, federal investigators are looking into whether the venture capital fund passed internal information about the technology, finances, or clients of startups to benefit Beijing. The outlet reported Wednesday, citing several people close to the matter. These people said concerns have been raised during FBI interviews that some of its portfolio companies are contracted to provide services to the US government, and that some of Hone's money may have originated from Chinese government funds. It comes after the Post in February exposed the possibility in a report highlighting the national security risk associated with rampant US venture capital investments in Chinese tech companies. At the time, venture capitalist Andrew King told the Post that while there are fiscal concerns when the US invests in Chinese companies, it is the tangible relationship elements and knowledge that are far more impactful. In return for access to the rigged Chinese market, these investors also offer Chinese startups the nearly priceless value of a lifetime of experience and learning. King, who advises the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party, founded the nonprofit venture capital watchdog group called Future Union, which exposed the threat in an explosive report earlier this year. Okay, I'm going to comment on this. I'm not going to show articles now. I've already done this. What I'm going to tell you is this. Ripple, its biggest first customers were Chinese, okay? I'm putting that out there right now, all right? Within the past month, I've already shown you China Rock Investments is one. There was another, like when Ripple had Class A series of fundraising, right? The Chinese were right there. Okay, so I don't know why.
Okay. I found this on the web first. The fundraising, right? The Chinese were right there. Check it out.
Now my phone. I gotta turn my phone off or the volume down because the government's listening right now. When Ripple first hit the scene, the Chinese were right there. Okay. Nobody had a problem with that. When Vitalik Buterin became Wang Zhang, see, Wang Zhang is a Chinese company. And Vitalik Buterin became, now I know this is outside of America, but Wang Zhang's also in America. So I'm just going to put it like this, that there's no kinds of problem when Ripple tries to do something for China, okay? Let me show you something here. Now my computer, I can hear it. All of a sudden now, all this noise starts coming out of my computer. That's how I know the communists are doing something to my channel right now. It was all quiet. Then I started talking about this article. And then now the computer's making all this noise and shit. So, I just sent you a video. It's about the Chinese. Wasn't that something? Go to the 35-second mark. 35-second mark. What do you see? Well, Crypto Hulk, it's called Ripple China. Oh. Oh, really? What, it says CNY right there, right? That's a Chinese yuan. That's what Ripple made. That's a crypto. What you're looking at here, CNY, that's a cryptocurrency. It's like a digital dollar, okay? It shows a date, 2013, November 30th. Uh, Crypto Hulk, we're reading where the FBI is cracking down on this tech company because it's allegedly helping China, right? Okay. But Crypto Hulk, what do you got here? Ripple China? So, Crypto Hulk, let me try to understand this because no other channel is showing this. No other channel is showing this, okay? Crypto Hulk, we're reading an article about how the FBI is cracking down on this tech company who's allegedly giving China trade secrets. And here you're showing us a video you made on Ripple China where Ripple San Francisco goes to China, helps them with trade secrets, gives China a cryptocurrency, develops, helps China develop a cryptocurrency that they can use, and they currently are using it, and they have been using it for 11 years. And that's okay for Ripple to do that, but not for this other company to do whatever it's doing. Crypto Hulk is truly amazing how you find 11-year-old news and relate that news to the news that's going on right now. Got it? Okay. Just thought that was interesting. I guess it's okay for Ripple to help China make money, but not for this other company called Hone Capital, Hone. Hone Capital, you can't talk to the Chinese or help them. But Ripple, you get a green light to make the Chinese money. Okay. Does anybody like, can somebody please like help me understand this? Because I just don't understand how that could happen. Now, let's look at this other example of the Chinese. The Chinese. Let's look right here. I got another one for you. It just never ends with Crypto Hulk news. Look at this video I just made. Well, I made it. Go to the 24-second mark. 24-second mark. What do we see here? Well, there's a picture of Justin Sun. Justin Sun's a Ripple employee back in the day. And there's a little bio about him. Nobody else has this, just Crypto Hulk. Justin leads Ripple Labs day-to-day such business in the greater Chinese region. Somebody's got a master's degree. There you go. This is from the Ripple yearbook. Nobody has a Ripple yearbook except Crypto Hulk. But here's how China got their technology is through Justin Sun. They basically say right here, Justin Sun leads Ripple Labs day-to-day activities business in the greater China region. There you go. But that's okay. That's definitely okay. Let me check some comments here. We'll go to, oh, damn. Hi, buddy. Bye-bye. Let's see. Damn, that's something else. So Stuart Lavelle normally gets blocked on my channel by YouTube for some reason. I guess I put that name out there, so now the communists are gonna do what they can. But he's not shocked, but he'll probably get censored and they'll kick him off. I'm still waiting to hear back from my YouTube person. I talked to them the other day. They haven't gotten back to me on why you keep getting kicked off. And if it keeps happening again, I'll jam up my YouTube representative and be like, what the hell? I've already asked this question before. Stu Lavelle, dang, I really did get cut. I'm in timeout, says Michael Gilbert. But dang, yeah, that Stu Lavelle guy is something else. You're still here, Stu. We see you. It's just a matter of time before they censor you again. Justin's son probably got rippled by the Diddy. Wouldn't that be something if the New York mayor, the Democratic New York mayor, Eric Adams, he's in so much trouble. Wouldn't that be something if you can get the mayor of New York? You already know Sam Bankman-Fried's in the same jail cell as P. Diddy. What if we could get the mayor of New York? What if we get all three of those guys in the same jail cell? That would be like epic. And then if a guard would carefully get his cell phone and take a picture of all three of them in the same jail cell, man, you know how much money that would be worth? Like millions of dollars for that picture. That's a Diddy party then. Oh my God. Did you mean CZ? No, you got Sam Bankman-Fried, who did the FTX. CZ's out of jail. He's no CZ from Binance is no longer in jail. But yeah, that'd be something else having all three of those guys in jail. Alrighty then, Gary Gensler. Gary. Here we go. Gary is so done. As long as Republicans get in office, Gary is done. Stu Bell says that's a coinky dink. That's a quinky dink. Sam Bankman-Fried and Diddy freaking out in cell block D oil. Oh my God. I'm not gonna token lotion. Baby oil everywhere. Oh my God. We're over here laughing about all this. Oh my God. And Sam Bankman-Fried's like, help. And then Diddy's like, hey, I know a little bit about music, Sam Bankman-Fried. Woo! I didn't know you could sing alto. I thought you were a soprano. Woo! Oh, my God. We're sitting here laughing about Sam Bankman-Fried getting booty raped. Oh my God. He's like, Crypto Hulk doesn't laugh at anything except either Gary Gensler getting his nuts kicked in or Sam Bankman-Fried getting booty raped. Then all of a sudden, Crypto Hulk starts laughing. Like, that's a sick character. The SEC Gensler says Bitcoin is not a security. You know, I'm gonna tell you what, everybody. No one even like thinks like me, and that might be a good thing. Let me tell you something, okay? Now I got to get back to work. I've had enough joking and laughing about Sam Bankman-Fried getting booty raped and singing the alto. Oh! And P. Diddy's like, hey, I'll put you on my next record, Sam. Oh my God, not even funny. Okay. Let me read this article. SEC Gensler says Bitcoin is not a security. Gary Gensler reaffirmed the SEC's Bitcoin position and once again chastised the crypto industry for widespread non-compliance. Gary Gensler's chastising us. Wow. Okay. Bitcoin is not a security. U.S. SEC Commissioner Gary Gensler said on Thursday, September 26, while speaking to Squawk Box hosts. Now I got to stop. My bullshit meter's going off. Number one, I got to stop this article before I continue. Number one, Gary Gensler does not get to decide what's a security and what's not. Okay. Gary Gensler does not address the public from Squawk Box. Last time I checked, clarity needs to come through the court system. Okay. Now, if there's no clarity from the court system, guess what? It doesn't come from Gary Gensler. Who does it come from? What branch of government? I got to quiz you guys to see if your brains are still working. Clarity comes, if it doesn't come from the court system interpreting our current rules and laws, where does clarity come from? What branch of government? I'm basically giving you the answer. What branch of government? Somebody please answer this fucking question. Yeah, Terrence McNamara. It should come from the United States Code. You're right. So if it doesn't come from the judge, meaning let's say the judge looks in the United States Code, right? There's no clarity there. We need to get it. Someone says legislative. There you go. Terrence wins the gold star at the top of the page. Mommy will be proud of you. Okay. Now, if you don't have a mommy, let's say you have two dads, then I'm not getting into all that. No, you're going to see ads if I don't do a private show. Okay. So even though this is open to the public, you're going to see ads. You can be a member all you want and all that. You won't see ads if I make it like members only, either the general or the 2024 crypto explosion. Then you won't see ads. But this is an open show, so it's designed to. This show is open, so I'll make money off any commercials that are watched, or you can go off and play with shiny objects and let the commercials run, and I'll make money off that. Let's go back to the point here. So you got this really is grinding my gears. Gary Gensler doesn't determine what shit is. Okay, this is what you will not hear on any other channel is the truth. Gary Gensler does not determine what shit is. The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, does not determine what shit is. The Justice Department does not determine what shit is. Damn, Cryptoholic, you are really saying it. Yeah, okay, I used to work for the Justice Department, State Supreme Court, California peace officer. I used to do all this stuff. I have a little bit of experience in this. I was never a lawyer, never a financial advisor. My name is Cryptoholic. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Currently, right now, before I started the show, I snorted a line of cocaine and did a little toot of the hoot with some PCP. So anything that you would construe as financial advice, I'm already under the influence of drugs, letting you know ahead of time. So that's my free ticket out of a court lawsuit. Gary Gensler is violating your civil rights. Somebody out there who's a lawyer at the federal level, please take our case. Let's create a lawsuit, a civil rights violation lawsuit against Gary Gensler, and I will promote that thing on this program so we can get justice done. Let's sue Gary Gensler according to 18 U.S. Code, violation of civil rights under color of authority. That means anybody who's in a public position working for a government agency, let's use this case, federal government agency, denying you the access to buy, sell, trade, save cryptocurrencies, that's a violation of your civil rights. Okay? No other channels talking about this. Let's get this thing going. If you're a lawyer watching the show, make a couple phone calls to through your celly and see if you have any lawyer friends that work at the federal level that might want to look into this and be like, hey, since we don't have any codified laws on cryptocurrency, and you have a federal employee basically stopping people from buying crypto, sounds to me like a civil rights violation. Let's get this thing going. Let's start a movement here. Hashtag put Gary in Diddy's cell. Okay, that's the hashtag. Um, now let's imagine that. Try to imagine this one: Gary Gensler, P. Diddy, Sam Bankman-Fried, and Eric Adams all in the same cell. That would be beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this article up. I'm done editorializing it because I just realized I can't read this fucking shit. So Gary Gensler has no right to say Bitcoin is or is not a security. Gary doesn't. Now, who has that right? Congress. Congress. Through the legislative branch. Okay. They need to make a law. The judicial reviews the laws and make sure they're all legit, that they are in good faith and in the spirit of the Constitution of the United States. Then the president ratifies it by signing it off, and it's a done deal. It goes in the United States Code. Okay. No, these other channels have no clue what we're talking about here. Okay. Gary Gensler can't say shit. Okay. So I'm going to move on from this article, but this is where we're at in America, where you've got a public official who admitted he made up the term digital asset security years ago. He made the shit up and he's suing businesses. He's put some businesses out of business due to the fact that he made up a term, digital asset security. Companies have lost hundreds of millions of dollars because of Gary Gensler's making up dumb shit. I mean, if I were me, if I were to make up a term like Gary Gensler did, digital asset security, and then start suing companies, and some of these companies have gone out of business, some have lost hundreds of millions of dollars, you know me, I'd be fired, right? So would you. But this person, Gary Gensler, just seems to keep that's a security, that's not. Gary's like, that's not my ex-president. Like, I have a question. Who the fuck is Gary Gensler to where he can tell us what securities are not secure? Gary doesn't get that opportunity. The court system does. The legislative actually ultimately does because they make the laws. The judicial interprets those laws. So who the fuck is this Gary Gensler guy telling us Bitcoin is or is not a security? I don't fucking care what Gary Gensler says. It's irrelevant. No other channels bringing this fact up. Gary can't say shit about what shit is. He has to follow law. If it's not in the law, Gary Gensler's making it up. Gary doesn't have the right to determine what crypto is a commodity. That's the legislative branch. Somewhere along the line, all these crypto channels have forgotten 7th grade civics class, okay? Gary Gensler doesn't have that right. It's illegal. If Gary Gensler calls something or whatever, it's illegal. He doesn't have the right to determine a fucking thing. Next article. Gary Gensler again's popping up. Let me do a copy and a paste. People are like, damn, Crypto Hulk. See, when you listen to what I say, you'll be like, you know what? That shit's actually true. Stu, you earned a YouTube Bullseye badge. Oh my God. Michael Gilbert says, we need a pro bono attorney who wants to make history. Let me tell you something, Mr. Attorney, Miss Attorney. Maybe you're out there and you just got graduated law school. You're in your second year of federal government, working in the federal government. Maybe you're a current SEC employee. All these people in the SEC are lawyers, right? Maybe, oh man, you know how famous you'd be? Maybe we can get somebody who works for the SEC who's thinking about leaving and working somewhere else. How about you take our case up? Let's sue specifically Gary Gensler, not the SEC, but let's see if we can personally. I think we can. I think we can. I think I can. I think I can. Thomas the Train kind of shit going on, you know? What if somebody who works for the SEC right now, who's listening, maybe you know somebody who works for the SEC. Hell, at this point, we'll take anybody who's got experience working in the federal court system. Should we file a personal group action kind of deal, lawsuit, civil rights violation against Gary Gensler, not against the SEC, because then the SEC can then have 500 lawyers against us. But what if we can personalize it to just Gary Gensler? Oh, civil right violation under color of authority. Oh man, and we could sue this bastard. And we got 254 people in this room right now. I know I got 254 signatures right there, right? I don't know. I'm serious. I'm serious. If you're a lawyer, then call me. Let's get this thing done and sue this fucker. Bo Hunter says, sign me up. All my kids are signing. Says Michael Go. Nikki Ricky says, sign me up. Yes, we can. The Chevron deference ruling now allows it. Oh, looky here. Frankie dropping the information bomb on us, huh? We can do this. Let's get started. Civil suit against Gary. I'm in. Look, you take your frustration out in a positive way. Gary's the fucking problem. Like, I'm being serious. He's violating our civil rights. We have a right to the life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's in the Constitution, everybody. When you have a government official under color of authority, that means working for the government, stopping you from your constitutional right. I have a right to buy crypto. I have to fight for my right to party, like the Beastie Boys. You got to fight for your right to party, right? Serious, man. When you really start listening to Crypto Hulk, you'll be like, you know what? That guy's actually right. Yeah, I am. I know I throw in some jokes and humor with this, but it's all true. I used to work at the federal for the government, so I kind of know a little bit of things. Terrence McNamara, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Stu Lavelle gave 5 people memberships. You got 2XRP, Marsha Bailey, Crypto Pharaoh, Ali Jimenez, and then Drone BR. Those 5 people got memberships by Stu Lavelle. Yeah. And you can be from anywhere in the world. We need a young man, smart crypto knowledge attorney. I'm going to tell you, no, you don't. You don't. Because here's the reason why. An attorney, the strength of an attorney is inside the boxing ring, and that boxing ring is inside the law, right? Okay. If something is outside of the law, that's what we're talking about here. Crypto is outside of the law. A crypto lawyer is not going to help you. I mean, if John Deaton wants to take the case, I mean, he's too busy now anyway. Or Meta Lawman or one of these other people. You don't need a crypto lawyer because we don't have crypto laws and regulations in the United States Code. That's what I'm arguing. We don't have these laws and regs. So that's why Gary is violating your civil rights. Now, if we had laws and regulations and all this crypto stuff, then Gary could say that's a security, that's a commodity, blah, blah, blah. Got it? Okay. We don't have the crypto laws and regs. That's why a crypto lawyer wouldn't matter because there's no crypto laws. Get it? Now, once Congress makes all these laws, rules, regulations, then a crypto lawyer would come in handy because the lawyer is strong in a court of law. But if we're dealing with something that's not in the court of law, then the lawyer can't help you. So it doesn't matter how much, it just does, crypto doesn't exist. So lawyers can't. Now, crypto can exist if we made crypto laws and regulations. So with that, we've got Deck Billy. Deck Billy says Red October. One can only hope. Deck Billy, thank you for the tax-free donation to that. Fact Channel. Let's go to the next article here. There's Gary Gensler. Let me do a copy and a paste. Where are we at as far as time? Oh shit, we're at the 1 hour mark. This is your last articulo. Right here. Tom Emmer. Listen to what Tom Emmer says. We could not have had a more historically destructive SEC chair. Wow. Isn't that a shame? Because Gary Gensler, the SEC, their job is to protect us. And all Gary Gensler has been doing is helping Chinese companies like Prometheus get a special broker-dealer license. And Gary Gensler met with Sam Bankman-Fried multiple times. So did Rostin Benman from the CFTC. They both met with Sam Bankman-Fried before he stole hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe stole billions of dollars from people. Our government officials are broken. That's why I want you to elect me as the next SEC chairman. On Tuesday, Republican Congressman Tom Emmer castigated. Now that's a good word. Castigated means verbally thrash. He verbally thrashed U.S. SEC Commissioner Gary Gensler for his stringent stance toward the crypto industry, as well as his record of regulation by enforcement. At a House Financial Services Committee hearing in Washington, the Republican congressman skewered. That means, have you ever put meat on a skewer? Kind of a little bit of a barbaric description there, Crypto Hog. Well, I didn't make it up. He skewered Gensler. I'm not even hungry. For his enforcement actions against the digital asset industry. We could not have had a more historically destructive or lawless chairman of the SEC, Emmer said, highlighting an unsuccessful lawsuit the agency faced this year with Utah called Debtbox. Earlier this year, the SEC was criticized. Earlier this year, the SEC was criticized by U.S. Chief District Judge Robert Shelby for the SEC's flagrant abuse of authority and gross abuse of power and bad faith conduct. I'm going to leave this article right there. We've had right here a U.S. Chief District Judge just say horrible things about the SEC. This is where we're at in America. We've had 4 years of Joe Biden, and this fucking thing is a disaster. Gary Gensler is like the worst possible thing for our economy. And we need to get him out. If anybody's a lawyer out there and wants to help take this case up, let's sue Gary Gensler for civil rights violation, 18 U.S. Code, Section 242. I'd appreciate if any lawyer would like to take the case. You'd be helping out our country, and you would go down in history. You already know Case law is going to be started with you. Okay? These people in our government, they're now making up terms. Gary Gensler makes up the term digital asset security. That's fucking made up. It doesn't even exist in the law. We have, lawyer, if you're listening, we have an SEC, Gary Gensler, the SEC chief, that's prosecuting people based on terms that he makes up. Are you hearing me? We need help in America. We need someone to stand up and get a civil rights violation against Gary Gensler. Okay, let's say you're not knowing what country I'm talking about. Let's say you have a person in power of an economy and business of a country, and that person in power of a particular country makes up a term and then prosecutes and punishes people based on a term that he makes up. That's happening in America. I'm not talking about China or Russia right now, or Cuba, or Iran, or North Korea. We have a person in America, his name is Gary Gensler. I need a lawyer to help us out. We have a person in America named Gary Gensler. He works for the SEC. He controls the United States economy. He makes up a term called digital asset security and then begins to sue and prosecute like 30 to 40 companies costing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And then the effects that it has on the country's economy. This is where we're at in America. I can only do so much. If you're a lawyer and you're good at civil rights stuff, or if you're a civil rights lawyer, that would be great. If you could look up 18 U.S. Code, Section 242, and let us know if you see what's going on here. But when you have a public employee creating terms and then prosecuting people based on the terms that he creates, that's like major illegal, all right? So I'll leave the show with that. I know we laugh and poke fun at Gary Gensler, but I'm not laughing or poking fun right now. I'm pretty deathly serious, because this kind of stuff I'd expect in China or Russia or Cuba or Venezuela, some shit like that. Absolutely. I'd expect that out of those countries. Not in America. This hurts me greatly. This is the country I was born in. And I used to work for the Department of Justice and these kinds of government jobs, and it's disheartening, to say the least. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'll be closing out this program. I'll see you all in my next broadcast. I don't know if I'll have a show tonight or not, but I'll see you in my next broadcast.